got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues, I'm in the dirt. Down in the dirt.
Hey, don't be alarmed. I'm not injured, but I am laying on the floor. Yeah, just taking a look around, figuring out measurements. So let's get this started. Okay, that's one way to start a vlog. So we're putting in foam board flooring today. Man, that is just crazy. Look at all that foam. Gonna get this measurements done today for the floor. It's going to be going in between all the framing here throughout. Once the foam board goes down, we will put down the subfloor, the underlayment. That's probably all we'll cover today. But I showed you guys in this one video where I showed you all the stuff that I bought. Here's the floors again. Let's see if I can get out of the light. Those are the floors. It's a bad angle. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know if you can see the color. Those are the floors. Let's stop putting this off. Let's do this. Okay. So this here is the foam board I will be using. This is about 1/2 inch thick. So we got an R value of 3.2. It's the same thickness as the floor. Matted on one side, Reflectix on the other. This will be the side that I'll face towards the floor to bounce heat and cold off of, since my floor is not going to be that thick. The underlayment is super thin. Before a lot of y'all start getting into the comments talking about how I'm gonna have unstable floors, I picked that size for a reason. I picked it because I'm tall, and even with the high roof, the van is still too short for me to stand up in. Because right now, you can see I'm already touching the foam. And then I still have to put the ceiling, which is gonna be here. So if I get right there, this is me trying to stand straight up. That's not happening. And we've got like maybe another 1/2 inch that's going to come down. You think about the floors, if I'm standing on the frames, I still have a 1/4 inch, maybe more than that, coming up from the actual floor and the underlayment. So almost a 1/2 inch more. This is going to be my life. It's uncomfortable. And besides, I mean, with all the off-roading I'm going to be doing, all the bouncing around, these floors are going to shift. It's gonna be okay, folks. It's gonna be okay. So I'm not doing that thick ass subfloor. We're keeping it minimal. You know, if I get down the road and if it becomes a pain, I'll take out my floors, pull up the subfloor, and put another one in. Lesson learned. But until then, we're going small. Sometimes smaller is better. Interrupting that little time lapse there, probably noticed, put in part of the subfloor and the actual floor, testing it out, trying to see what it was going to feel like under my feet. And I had to say, I'm feeling kind of confident. I wasn't feeling any, even on the underlayment, just in the section without the regular floor. I was walking around and I wasn't hardly feeling any give as far as like walking on water type feeling, if that, you know, if that sounds, anyways, words. But then I put the hardwood floor down and it's like solid. It's really, really solid. I'm sure over time the thin layer of underlayment might be an issue for some. For me, not really. I don't really plan on having a lot of traffic in and out. It's just me, no animals, no significant other. I don't plan on throwing a lot of parties in here. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. just want to fill you in on that. We're gonna get back to this. I'm gonna pull out the underlayment and the hardwood floor, put it back in its spot, and continue laying down the foam board. Once I get it all cut out for each section, I'll go back and glue it down. I'll keep you updated. I mean, there's not much more to update. Just laying down some foam board here, people. Can't you see what I'm doing? Right now, we're working on foaming up the side steps of the van. Let me show you. All right, so I've got some framing down on the steps. Originally, before this foam here, the spray foam was put in, this was all one big opening. You could put your foot down here, but I had them raise up the floor essentially by foaming it up to match the rest of the actual van level, as you can see here. Now the foam does go up a little bit, but it's going up to the frame. My plan is to put the subfloor and the actual floor here. This will all blend in to the floor. Now I don't know if you guys remember back when I was showing my list of items that I had already bought for the van, some of it was shower tile. This section of the floor here, over in this shadowy area, this is all gonna be shower tile. And so essentially, since my, well, not essentially, it is, my shower is going to be right here, and because of that, this will all also be shower tile. That way, if I have any runoff, it's running off onto shower tile and then out the side. I'll have a drain here in this area, and it'll sink into the floor, so I'll probably do it right here in this area. It'll sink into the floor. That way, when I go to do the shower tile, the drain will be lower, and then I'll shave down a little bit of the subfloor just so I can have an angle dipping down towards the drain. But again, you can't control all of it, so I would like to have my drain off. Any water I have here go off into this shower tile that'll be down there. I'll have a lip over here, probably like a metal lip or something, to keep water from going over there. I'm also going to have a water barrier over this section of the subfloor. That's a whole nother video probably. One section at a time. All of this, it's not going to be the wood grain. This is also going to be shower tile. So that's going to be fun cutting all that up, which I have over here. Again, this is my shower tile. Where this lays on the floor with the wood grain, I'll cut the wood grain floor here to fit inside this. So that'll also be fun cutting all that up. Sarcasm. The heart wants what the heart wants. But yes, that's where we're at right now. That's what we're doing. Pretty much got it all done. I still got to foam up the driver's side a little bit over in this area. Got to foam up this area, the rest around this box here, and then I also have to foam up the box too inside the frame. I'm actually trying to get a hold of my uncle right now, Uncle Gordon. Y'all saw him when we were working on this metal framing here, the goofy one. Oh, let me see if I can, there we go. See, standing on the framing and too tall. This van's too short. But this is the tallest high roof you can get on these Ford Econolines, unless you do a pop top. So, and I don't want a pop top. I want to be able to control my climates. I'm trying to call Uncle Gordon, see if he'd let me come over to his place. He's about 5-10 minutes down the road. He has the necessary tools that I can use to cut the subfloor. I've yet to go buy any cardboard to lay down to try to draw up a template, making cutting the subfloor easier. I should probably do that. Probably go to Home Depot, unless I can find some cardboard laying around behind one of these businesses in town. Alright, so yeah, that's where we're at. Almost kind of hit a standstill here. I just didn't really want to have to go into town. Alright, well, if the video doesn't end here, it is what it is. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get this floor finished.